Stephanie here from the Sig Air division at Sig Sauer. Okay, let's talk about a really nice product that we have from our ProForce line. This is the M17 Airsoft pistol. ProForce line from our Sig Air division is one of our high-end training platforms, and this gun does not let you down. So what we have done is developed, alongside the civilian M17 firearm version, a counterpart Airsoft version as well. The great features about this ProForce M17 is it's a training gun. It is allowing you to take what you cannot accomplish on the range or a rainy day and bring it into your backyard, or allow you to train what you carry on your everyday. So let's run through some of the features. This is a full blowback system. It has lockback on your last round, regular drop magazine, just like your firearm pistol would have. You can do all of those practice drills that you would typically handle on your firearm. It's a great little gun. It also has your fixed front and rear white dot sights. Like I said, drop magazine. It also has a mount plate, which the M17 firearm has as well. That allows for optic ready sights, whether that's a red dot or something else on the market that you can apply to this air gun. It is available to do with this Airsoft, and you can, again, practice what you preach. If you carry a red dot and you would like to carry that into your practice gun, you can do that here. The final really cool feature of the ProForce M17 Airsoft is that it is offered in CO2 version, so you can buy the complete model with the CO2 mag, or you can buy an M17 with a green gas version magazine. The cool feature is that if you buy an M17 with a CO2 magazine, and down the road, or if you're doing airsoft competition and they require certain feet per second, or you just feel like changing it up, you can buy the green gas magazine as an accessory, and it will fit inside the same platform that your CO2 model does. So you can interchange the magazines from green gas to CO2 on the same platform. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from the Sig Air division at Sig Sauer. Let's talk about a hot product here. This is the Airgun P365 BB pistol. The firearm P365 is hot and booming out there in the world, so naturally we had to make a one-to-one model in an airgun version. The reason that Sig Sauer does this is mainly for training purposes. These are great plinkers, they're a lot of fun in your backyard, and you have no worries about ammo being too expensive. This is a great, great item for continuous training 365 days of the year. Running through some of the features. It is a blowback gun. It does lock back on your last shot. Slide lock does function. It does have a full ambidextrous manual safety, just like the firearm offers as well. It also has your 3-dot high visibility sights, just like your firearm offers as well. Great for downrange accuracy and target practice. As I mentioned, slide lock does go back on your last round of your magazine. This magazine happens to be one of the strongest features of this tiny pocket pistol. The reason is we got some engineering voodoo magic that fit a 12-gram CO2 inside of this tiny, tiny magazine that also holds 12 rounds of BBs, just like your firearm would. The valve is built into the mag, which allows for you to practice drop mag reloads, just like you would with your firearm, and you're not losing your CO2. So this is a huge deal. This is a great gun. Again, plinking, practice, and backyard fun. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from the Sig Sauer Airgun team. Let's talk about the ASP P320. Here we have both colors offered, a coyote tan as well as our standard black. Now, the Advanced Sport Pellet P320 has a lot of really cool features that come with it. First and foremost, we'll start from the back. We have a traditional crank lever CO2 system. Twist this all the way down, drop your 12-gram CO2 in, pop your back strap right back on, and you're ready to rock and roll. Moving forward, one of the most cool features on this pistol is a 30-round rotary magazine. Now, this is a lot different than all our other pistols. It has 30 rounds of pellet fun, so it doubles your ammunition for a lot of backyard plinking. Pop that right back in. You're also ready to go. Moving forward, it does come with a fire safety and a standard traditional rail. This is a full-size modular frame and steel metal slide, just like the real P320s. It does also have a full blowback system, which allows you to have great muscle memory when you're training with this, either on the range or in your backyard. Cool thing about it, I have a P320, and this exact ASP version fits inside my holster, so I can just transition from range gun to practice train gun with ease. It also comes with very clear white dot sights, rear and front, to keep your muscle memory the same as your 320. So optimal training for both of these versions of our ASP. Here from the Sig Sauer Airgun Division, here to talk to you about our 1911 We the People BB pistol. Now this is a replica of Sig's classic 1911 45 centerfire. Some great features about this ASP 1911 We the People BB pistol are the functioning takedown lever, which allows for full field strippability. It also mimics the 1911 45 counterpart with its grip safety and ambi safety. Another cool feature is the full blowback slide, allowing you to visually and physically feel the cycle, and it includes front and rear white dot fixed sights. The last feature of this BB pistol is the magazine. 17 rounds of BB with the CO2 built in. The puncture valve is built into the magazine, which does not release pressure from the CO2, allowing for multiple reloads. Lastly, this BB pistol mimics the weight and feel of its 45 centerfire counterpart. It also has the engraved 1776 and We the People on the slide, overall distressed look, and custom 50-star grips. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from Sig Sauer Airgun Team. Let's talk about the 1911 Spartan BB pistol. Now, this is a very special gun. It is featured after our 45 cal pistol. Same oil rubbed bronze slide and finish as its counterpart. It also features the Moulin Labe Spartan engraved slide and custom grips. Now, if any of you are a fan of the movie 300, you'll know Moulin Labe means come and take it. So good luck there. Another patent feature that we have is a CO2 cam lever system. Very easy to enter your 12-gram CO2. Pop that puppy right in the back. Close up your grip, cap it back on, like so, and you're ready to roll. If we're moving to the back, we also have a featured safety grip button, same as its counterpart pistol. There is also a button safety up on the right here. Once you get your mitts right up under there, you'll see there is etching on the grip for a sturdy handle. Moving forward, this is a blowback slide feature. So when you are locked and loaded and finished with your rounds, it does lock back just like its counterpart. It is a fantastic training mechanism in that feature. Drop your slide here. You'll see in the back we have a skeletonized hammer as well as a skeletonized trigger. Moving down to the bottom here, as we spoke, there's a 16-round magazine for this puppy. So you can run 16 rounds beautifully, shoots 410 feet per second. And moving to the front, you'll see there are white dot rear and front sights. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from the Sig Sauer Airgun Team. Let's talk about our ASP P226 pellet pistol version. Now, this was inspired from a Mark 25 226 pistol, which was carried by the U.S. Navy. As you can see here, there is a little anchor up top, right on the slide. This is offered in two different colors, FDE and black. A lot of cool features that come with this gun. It is a fantastic training mechanism as it mimics the weight and dimension as the actual 226 pistol. Features for this particular pellet gun: patent CO2 system in the back. It is a cam lever. It is a one-time drop-in CO2, close in the back strap, good to go system. Very easy for all ages. Moving forward, we have a safety lever here. From there, magazine. It is a 16-round dual 8 rotary magazine. So what that means, when you're firing down your backyard, 8 rounds downrange. Once you're done, you're not done. You flip it over. You got 8 more rounds. Pop it back in. Keep it going. Crisp, clean, white front and rear sights to allow you for good accuracy on target. Another very cool feature with this air gun is that it has your standard 10-pound double action trigger pull, but because it is a blowback system, just like your firearm will mimic, it now allows you a 4.5-pound trigger pull on a single action air gun. Not many air guns out there, if any, have that. Moving forward, we have your traditional Picatinny rail. Go ahead and throw any accessory you want on there. Flashlight, laser, GoPro, become your own YouTube sensation. Threaded barrel up front as well. So this is, again, a fantastic training mechanism for any age. Everyone, Stephanie here from the Air Division at Sig Sauer, here to talk to you guys about the M18 ProForce Airsoft. What we have here is a 1-to-1 replica of our firearm. So if you happen to carry an M18 firearm, you can train with this. And this is a great replica. It has everything, bells and whistles, that would come with your firearm. So you can build that confidence up and feel great about what you're doing on your everyday carry or your home defense or even just fun on the range. Cool thing about this is you can have fun in your backyard or your basement. Let's run through some of the features of this Airsoft. Starting with the sights, you do have front and rear white dot sights. Cool thing about the ProForce M18 is that it is mount plate ready. So what that means is that you can go ahead and purchase our reflex sight as an accessory, our Air Division reflex sight as an accessory. It is proprietary, but out of the box, that reflex sight does come with the mount plates that allow you to just throw it right on this Airsoft. So if you happen to be a part of the red dot revolution, or you just want to be a better shooter and practice a little bit harder and put a little bit more time in, buy that red dot for your trainer as well. And that way, when you're moving into your firearm world, you'll be even more advanced and more ready. Aside from that, it is blowback. So every time you pull that trigger, you will see this slide go all the way to the rear and then come all the way forward, all the way to the rear and all the way forward. So you will feel a little bit of that recoil. It'll give you a little bit of that muscle memory like you would feel in your firearm as well. So again, advanced training, really, really great for muscle memory practice. As you can see, the orange tip in the front, it is Airsoft. It is a 6mm plastic pellet, which means that you can get a little bit more edgy on your game. You can do force on force. You can go out and do competitions if you're willing to do that as well. So it opens up a little bit more bandwidth in your practice if you're willing to just put in the effort. This Airsoft is a great, great mechanism for that. As you can see here, there is a front rail that is 1913 compatible. So anything that you run on your firearm, you can also run on your Airsoft as well. So that's a really nice feature. Front serrations here on the trigger guard, as well as a deep undercut under the trigger guard, and you have your beaver tail in the back, so you're getting a really nice grip with that trigger hand, allowing you, again, practice what you preach. You're allowed to hold this as you would your firearm, and it's a really, really comfortable fit for even small hands like me. Also, like me, if you're a lefty, we do offer this in an ambi. It's an ambi safety as well as an ambi slide catch lever, which makes it very, very compatible for all walks of life. Another great feature that comes with Airsoft is hop up. And what that is it puts backspin on your pellet. You can control that pellet or ammo in as far as distance, height, by adjusting the guide rod here. It's actually what we call a hop up. So you can, again, put more backspin on it. You can put less backspin on it. It allows for you to control your realm of training, which is a great, great feature when it comes to Airsoft. Very crisp, clean trigger. Every time you pull, you'll hear that noise. You'll feel that wall, just like you would a firearm. It is satisfactory, let me tell you what. Okay, again, slide catch like you saw. Release here down to the magazine. Comes out of the box as a green gas mag, but we do offer CO2 accessory magazines. With that being said, as you can see, as a standard M18, this does come flush base. The CO2 version that we have was built for the M17 model, which is a full-size gun. So if you were to buy a CO2 accessory magazine for your M18, it is compatible, works in both the M17 and M18 models. Just be aware it will be an extended magazine. So you'll get a little more rounds, a little more power, and it'll be a little bit more weight. But other than that, it runs exactly the same. You can interchange them, whether you're running specific competitions, only allow certain feet per second. So if you need a little bit lower feet per second, go green gas. If you want higher feet per second, go CO2. It's pretty simple. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from the Sig Air division at Sig Sauer. Let's talk about our ProForce 229 air pistol. Now our ProForce line is one of our most practical and tactical lines. It is our new training platform, if you will, from Sig Sauer. And what I mean by that, by definition, is that this airsoft mimics one-to-one the firearm counterpart. So it allows for the same weight, balance, and feel as what the 229 firearm has. In particular, this P229 airsoft pistol was picked up by the U.S. Coast Guard, and that really does allow them for optimal training, proving its superiority. Let's go into some of the features about it. It is a blowback CO2 airsoft. It does lock back on the last shot, just like your firearm would. As you see here, the hammer is cocked. It does have a decocker, just like your firearm would. So you can practice what you preach and make sure that you're really honing in on your drills at home if you don't have time to make it onto the range. These are really great practice and training mechanisms for that purpose. So up next, if you come to the front here, we do have a Picatinny rail, just like your firearm, so you can apply any accessory that you feel fit, flashlight, laser, whatever you have fun with. If you move down to the magazine, it is a drop mag, which is great for practicing drills as well. That is a 23-round magazine, so it does very much simulate your firearm mechanism as well. The final feature of this product would be the trigger. It does have a double action, single action trigger, just like your firearm counterpart would. Hey everyone, Stephanie here from the Sig Sauer Airgun division, here to talk about the X5 Advanced Sport Pellet Pistol, which is based off of our popular centerfire competition gun. This X5 ASP has a lot of great features that does mimic its centerfire, allowing for transition from training to range. The first feature is the SAO, single action only, flat, crisp trigger, which allows for perfect finger placement and consistent trigger pull from training to competition. It has a CO2 cam loading system, very easy. Drop your CO2 in, close the lever, ready to go. It has a adjustable elevation and windage rear sight. It has an ambi safety for those lefties just like me. Moving to the front, it does have a Picatinny rail for any great accessories that you would like to add on. There are etching on the front trigger guard as well as on the grip, so you can really get a good hold on the gun and allow for perfect match for your competition through your training in the backyard. This gun is offered in black as well as the silver you see here, and has a full metal slide and frame to mimic the weight and function of the centerfire. Another great feature this X5 ASP has is the magazine. Let me show you real quick. It is a 20-round belt-fed rapid pellet magazine. Load the .177 caliber into the belt, close it on up, and you're ready to have some fun. It also has a mag plate, as you can see here, which allows for optimal drop mag training in your backyard or on the range. Hello, Stephanie here from the Sig Air division at Sig Sauer, talking to you about a groundbreaking product, the M17 pellet pistol. Now, this is a replica of our United States Army's awarded MHS pistol, and it shares a lot of its desired features. As you can see, coyote tan finish, polymer grip. It has front and rear white fixed sights, the ambidextrous manual safety, contoured trigger, as well as the serrations on the front of the trigger guard, and a Picatinny rail for flashlight or laser attachments. If we take a look, this is a full blowback action .177 caliber pellet pistol with an ejection port visibility window. This pellet pistol also comes with a rifled steel barrel, which allows for the utmost accuracy on the market at 430 feet per second. If we move to the rear of the slide, This gun comes right out of the box with the option for a red dot mounting plate. So if you are one who carries a Romeo on your 320 or your MHS and you want to practice what you preach, you are able to put a red dot optic on your training mechanism as well. Definitely the coolest feature of this air gun happens to be the self-contained magazine. Now there's a lot to talk about with this because it is the highlight of the air gun. It is a two-piece system, as you see, simple button release here, and you are presented with the patented rapid pellet magazine that is belt-fed 20 rounds of fun. Put that right back into the housing, and you now have, again, a complete magazine system. One of the great benefits of this magazine is that, as you can see, it is self-containing. So if you're at home and you want to practice any of your backyard muscle memory, magazine releases, or magazine reloads when it comes to your real firearm, this housing sets itself up so that the valve is attached to this component rather than the air gun. That allows for a lot of efficiency, less leakage of the CO2, a lot more practice when it comes to your reloads on your firearm, and it actually provides a lot better velocity downrange when you're practicing from range gun to indoor backyard training tool. So train on, my friends.